loves, welcome to Artist Star. My name is Beth and I am at the gallery today for the Zodiac series. This one's kind of special because it is the summer solstice. We're halfway through the year. So these readings, this spread of mine is going to be about your energy of the last 6 months and how that's influencing your path, your creative path now, and what you need to know about it. So happy summer solstice, and let's get started. This reading is for Virgo, whose correlating major arcana card is the Hermit. This is the artist card, here to represent you as that open vessel, ready to receive whatever source can draw from the well of infinite creativity. Well, Virgo, here we are, and we are going to start this reading with the Muse deck. And we are going to ask what energy from the past 6 months is now fueling my creative practice. In the second row here with the Sightseers deck, we are going to ask, how is this energy influencing my creative path? And third, with the Creativity Oracle, we're going to ask, what about this energy needs to be explored in more depth? We'll follow up with the cards of truth and the Lenormand cards, and then we will ask Source what else they would like to share with you. We are going to use the astrology dice so that we can use that information to check your astrology chart, your birth chart, and see if there's anything in the birth chart or the transits at this time that could give you more information about what's happening around whatever message they have for you. Then we're going to draw a Starseeds card and a Moon card for a little bit more timing, just to kind of round things out. We'll try to get as much information as we can for a general reading. So hopefully it will resonate with you. So let's start with that first row, Virgo, and ask what energy from the past 6 months is now fueling my creative practice. 7 of Inspiration. This is a very interesting card for you to get here, Virgo. For the last few months, or last little bit, this card tells us that you have been challenged about your self-security, your self-confidence, all of that good stuff, that there has been some what would I call it, like a block for you. You've been sort of under attack for whatever it is that you've been producing, but it is out of jealousy and misunderstanding and not having the vision that you have. This is out of not from a good standpoint, but in the long run, it is all about you having enough self-confidence that you can take that negativity and see it for what it is. Yeah, you are reminding me of something that happened in my creative journey a long time ago when, someone who I had great confidence in turned out to be someone that was very much undermining my creative path. And because of my attitude and my intuitiveness around creativity, they were jealous of that and tried to influence me in many ways that would have been quite hurtful. And I really trusted that person. quite the eye-opener in the long run. But I knew it. I knew it just didn't feel right. And you will too, because that's what this card says. You can see she's got the star over her head. She's being led, even though she's under duress from an outside source. Whatever that might be for you, Virgo, it is challenging you to remember your own strength and stability and knowing where you are going on your path, your vision, not someone else's. If they don't get it, they don't get it, right? But don't let that stop you. Keep going, because this is the card that tells you to use that for inspiration. My goodness. All right, so let's look at the cards of truth. The Four of Diamonds. I'm so happy to see this card here for you. Yeah, this is a grounded stability for you. Oh, yeah, this is great. And it's Mercury energy. It is also the High Priestess energy in the cards of truth. This is all about you. As you know, the High Priestess is incredibly fertile, creativity or whatever it is. She is the garden of life for you to be choosing from. It is right there at your fingertips. You know full well where your vision is taking you. Wow. Oh, I'm so glad that I saw that here, because this is really you being that dependability within yourself. So, and it's you secure in your own value. It's a solid foundation for you. Very nice. You're not going to let them take an inch. Oh, and you've got the fish. Fish in the sea. This is abundance. So you've got enough in the bank, darling, that you are going to be fine. If anything, you are going to come out of this with the gloves on. You are ready. You are ready to fight for what you know to be your own truth and what you see in your vision that is going to pay off in the long run, pay off big time. Wow, Virgo, you've been in the fray. Whew. Okay, so let's look at the second row and see how this energy is influencing your creative path at this time. With the Light Seers, we have the Nine of Wands in reverse. So it's kind of a temporary security card. So this is in reverse, and I read that as just energy that needs to be moved in some way. So whether you just don't know which way to move it, what direction, or you're unaware of it, or it's just, stuck in some way. And this is about security, having enough, knowing where to go, what to do with it. So perhaps something has shaken your confidence, probably in an area that you needed to take a look at, that this is your lesson, your life lesson, and this experience has brought this around for you to see that within yourself, to question it, to thank the universe for the gift of it, and to deconstruct, pull that thread, and find out exactly what it is that is going to build your character even more so. All right, so let's look at the cards of truth. So we've got the Ten of Clubs in reverse. So it's kind of saying the same thing. The tens, they are the Magician card in the Cards of Truth. This is your life path. So there's a little blockage here. There's a little something stuck, a little bit of your security and the security within self of what to do with this information that's left you feeling just a little off kilter. You know it's not true, but there is something within it that you need to look at. Something that will either build you up into that more of a stability of your skills, talents, financial resources. It is, there is something there that you are being asked to take a look at, whether it's real for you or not, or if there is some nugget within it that you need to take a look at so that you can do what you need to do with it and become a bigger, better, more beautiful you. And you got the garden in reverse as well. So, yeah, maybe that, because the garden is your safe place with people, your peeps, your friends, your loved ones, where you find community within and without. So obviously that is what's been shaken here, and you're not quite sure who's your friend anymore. That's that card right there. Yeah, someone has really tried to pull the hood over your eyes and led you down some path that intentions of shaking your confidence. And so now you just don't know where to renew and ground yourself into this beautiful stability that you know is yours. So to take a look at whatever shook you, right? There's your start. Then go deep. What does that feel like? When was the last time, or the origin of that feeling? What was that like for you? What is the underlying message that Source is trying to tell you? That you either need to get a good grip on that and understand you around it, what stability that you have been able to get yourself to despite this. But basically, it's a gift from Source to let you know that you are ready for this challenge, that you have the confidence, you have the skills, you have the talent, you have everything you need to take a look and walk away with something really beautiful for yourself. All right, let's move on to the Creativity Oracle and ask, what about this energy needs to be explored in more depth? Looks like you've got King Neptune here. Resistance. Understanding why you resist what you have to do is a critical part of the creative process. Okay, well, that's a good message for you, right? That, yeah, why wouldn't you have your back up against it? Of course, you're defending yourself. You've been defending yourself for God knows how long, knowing full well who you are and your abilities and everything that you are. Oh, wow. Okay, so resistance. Had to dig in the heels, kind of like a foxhole under fire. Goodness sakes, where do you find a moment to take that to some place that you can turn it into gold for you. Let's see if we can find out. Ooh, King of Spades. I love this card for you here. Yep, you are just going to come out swinging in the best way possible. You're just going to find your words. You are going to cut to the chase. You are going to know exactly what your remedy or cure is. Kings sacrifice for the greater good. King of Spades is all about you and your spirituality, finding the inner chi. You are in the best position that you could possibly be in to come back from whatever hurt has been handed to you. You do not have to take it. But what you do need to do is take a look at it. See if there's anything that you can use with the information. Because you know how it is when you are faced with some adversity. It creates a feeling, an emotion within you. And that emotion or feeling, whatever, tells you something about yourself, what triggers you, what your buttons are. So there is a wealth of information there for you to delve into and get the nuggets and come back all the stronger for it. The Kings take in the 7, 8s, and 9s. That's their base. So 7s in the black is tower moments, so something needs to go. And the 8s, Rahu, off to figure out what remedy or cure through meditation and contemplation for you, your spiritual, mental, physical well-being. So to get back on your feet and find your words and be able to step back into whatever this environment is that you're finding yourself in and be able to verbalize and see the path ahead of you for where it is that you need to go. Strong as ever. And the 9s are having that in your pocket. So, yeah, through this contemplation, you are really going to solidify what you need to have in your pocket for when you need to defend yourself the next time, if you choose to. You might just want to walk away because this looks pretty mucky. But let's see what the cards, the Lenormand cards have. Oh, I love this. So you got the heart. And that, my dear, is just self-love when it comes to this spread. Yep. It is all within you. It is all about you getting a new foothold and being open, not resistance, to looking at this, because there's some nugget there for you, because otherwise it wouldn't have triggered you. It wouldn't have pushed the buttons that it did, wouldn't have elicited the emotional instability that's got you a little shook. So look at that with loving kindness for yourself, and you will prosper with it. The King of Spades is here to tell you that. That is fabulous energy. This is the ultimate spiritual energy. Very, very nice. But, and again, it is something that you have to do for yourself. And then this whole thing will figure out on its own. You will find your new footing and be all the better for it, and find people that are of like minds, that can do this thing with kindness and empathy. Because that's the only way to go, baby. The only way to go. So, okay, Virgo, let's roll the dice and see what astrologically this holds for you. Okay. Oh, my goodness. Pluto. Of course. That rules the kings. Oh, my gosh. Can you believe it? Virgo and 12th house. This is incredible because this is the house of self-undoing. Oh my goodness. So don't let that be what your resistance is. Don't let the 12th house go and take a look, see what it does, what it means in your chart. That will give you some clue as to why you're resisting having that look or still in that foxhole under fire, because this King of Spades definitely wants you to get in touch with your strength, see the abundance that it's going to bring for you in the stability of that, acknowledging what this is that's got your buttons pushed, because that is your lovely, juiciness. All right, let's see what you get for starseed. Abundance. There you go, abundance. Oh my goodness, when your heart's intent is to serve humanity, oh, that's what the kings do. They serve humanity. Doors of abundance naturally open. This is such a beautiful, beautiful message for you, Virgo. A fiery climax approaches. So it's a full moon in Aries. That Aries represents self. It's the first house. Full moon is definitely a time of making that wish, that fullness at its peak. You can ask to have whatever information that is coming your way to just absorb it to the ultimate absorption, so that you can walk away with whatever nugget this button is. Wow, Virgo. So yes, please go check your chart and transits and see what's happening in those particular places. Because Aries, self, Virgo, self, abundance, and self-love and spirit. Beautiful. Best of luck to you, Virgo. Love this reading, and I will see you next time. Happy creating.